Sunset Park Family Worship. Thank you for joining me in the story Esther, Courage to Stand Up for God's People. Let's begin. In the year 1493 BCE, in the third year of his reign, King Ahasuerus threw a big party that lasted 180 days for all his princes, servants, army, and nobles. He showed them all the wealth of his glorious kingdom. After the 180 days were over, the king threw another banquet that lasted 7 days for all the people present in Shushan, including the great and the poor. Beautiful Queen Vashti also held a banquet for all the women at the palace. On the 7th day of the banquet, the king was in a very good mood, and so he asked his attendants to bring Queen Vashti before him, wearing the royal headdress. But Queen Vashti kept refusing to come at the king's order.
If the king wants to see me, he can come in here.
You tell him.
I'm sorry, my lord, but she refuses to come.
My queen has not obeyed my order. What is to be done with her?
Is it not just the king that she has done wrong, but to all the princes and all the people? What if our wives hear this? What will they think? King Ahasuerus said to bring Queen Vashti, but she refused to come. Issue a royal decree that will not make Vashti queen anymore. There will be a better girl that will be queen.
That pleases me. Make it so.
After some time passed, a search was made for young, beautiful virgins for the king throughout the realm. Now there was a Jewish man in Shushan named Mordecai. He was some kind of official at the castle, and he was the guardian of his cousin Esther, for she had neither father nor mother. Mordecai became like a father to her. She was beautifully formed and very attractive. While growing up, Mordecai taught her the history of the Jews, and all about their wonderful God, Jehovah. Esther was one of the many women chosen to be taken to the king's house under the care of Haggai, the guardian of the women.
Do not be afraid or sad, my daughter. I know that you will make Jehovah proud. Just do what I told you to.
What matters is who I am on the inside, being upright, humble, and kind, and obedient and to Jehovah. I won't forget, Mordecai, I promise.
Also, do not tell any of the men or women about our people or relatives. It could ruin our safety and protection here.
I will do as you say.
Because Esther was such a kind and humble woman, she won the favor of Haggai, and he quickly arranged for her to start her 12-month program of beauty treatments and special diet in preparation to present her before the king. He also arranged for her to have the best place in the house of women. Day after day, Mordecai would walk in front of the courtyard of the house of the women to learn about what was happening to Esther.
How's Esther? Is she lonely? Is she sad?
She's doing well. I am so impressed with her. She's not like the other young women. I think she is the most beautiful woman in the house, and yet she does not act like it. Also, everyone likes her. She wins over the favor of everyone who sees her.
But what happened to her?
As soon as her 12-month treatment has ended, she will have to turn to go into King Ahasuerus. Before leaving his house, she, like all the other women, will ask for gifts, jewelry, and fine clothes to make themselves beautiful before the king. In the evening, she will go to the second house of the women. If the king is especially pleased with her, he will request her by name, and she will have the opportunity to go to the king again. The time has come for you to go before the king. I have a recommendation for you. Here are some clothes and jewelry you should wear. What else would you like, and it will be given to you.
Oh, you have been so kind to me already. I don't need anything else from you. Thank you.
In the month of Tebeth, in the 7th year of his reign, Esther was taken to King Ahasuerus, and the king came to love Esther more than all the other women, and she won his favor and approval. So he put the royal headdress on her head and made her his queen.
Come, let us have a great banquet. The banquet of Esther.
Sup, T-Rush? I'm so angry with the king. Who does he think he is?
Be patient. We got the perfect plan to do.
I need to speak with the queen right away.
What is it, Mordecai? What's wrong? Why am I here?
You must tell the king that Bigthan and Teresh are planning a plot to kill him.
Esther spoke to the king in Mordecai's name, and the king had this matter investigated, and eventually he found out that it was the truth.
Both of these men will be hanged on a stake for their treason. I want this recorded down in our history book, and I want it noted that Mordecai brought this plot to my attention.
In time, the king promoted a man named Haman, the Agagite, to be the prime minister, and he put his throne above all the other princes who were with him. And the king made a new rule that any servant who sees Haman must bow low to him. But Mordecai could not obey this law. You see, Haman was a descendant of Agag, the Amalekite king, who executed the prophet Samuel. This people was condemned by Jehovah.
Why are you ignoring the king's commandment?
I am a Jew, and will not bow down to this man. I will not show disrespect to my God, Jehovah.
Haman, have you seen your servant Mordecai? He refuses to bow down to you. He is a Jew.
What? I can't believe what I am hearing right now. Do you know whether he knows I can kill him? I can kill him. That wouldn't be good enough. I'm gonna kill all these Jews, annihilate them. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna say to the king. There is a certain people in your realm, a people different than all the others. They don't listen to your law. You shouldn't tolerate this. I don't. I think if it is pleasing to you that there be a decree made to bring these ones to an annihilation, I will personally pay 10,000 silver talents to the officials. What do you say?
I give you my signet ring. The silver and the people are given to you. Do to them as you see fit.
I will put down in writing, giving the order to annihilate, to kill, and to destroy the Jews, young and old alike, children and women, on a single day, the 13th of Adar, and to take their possessions, and will seal it with the ring of the king. Make sure every province receives the decree.
When Mordecai learned of Haman's plan, he ripped his garments and put on sackcloth and ashes and cried out loud outside the king's gate. Queen Esther was informed of what was going on and immediately took action.
Mordecai, what does this mean?
Haman has lied to the king about me and our people. He even paid the king to destroy the Jews. Look, here's the written decree. Go to the king and beg for him not to destroy our people.
If I go to my husband, if I go into the king's inner courtyard without him asking me to come, I will be put to death. That is the law. If only the king holds out his golden scepter once he sees me, then I may live. I worry because the king has not asked me to see him for 30 days.
If you remain silent, I know Jehovah will deliver the Jews, but you and your father's house will die. Who knows? Maybe this is why you are the queen, so Jehovah can cause you to save his people.
Tell all the Jews in Shushan, fast in my behalf. I will go to the king, which is against the law, and if I am to die, I will die.
What is the matter, Queen Esther? What is your request? I will give you half of my kingdom.
If it pleases the king, and I found favor in your eyes, let the king and Haman come to a banquet I prepared for you tomorrow.
Tell Haman to come quickly as Esther's request. What is your request? What do you request? I will give it to you. I would even give half of my kingdom.
If it pleases the king, and I have found favor in your eyes, please, king, you and Haman come to my banquet tomorrow. Then I will do as you say.
So be it.
My husband, what is wrong? You seem different today. Are you upset?
No. I'm very wealthy. I have many sons, and the king has put me second in command. But I still feel unpleased, although along with that, the queen has invited me alone, to the king's banquet. And then the day after, I will also be attending that.
That sounds wonderful. She must be really impressed with you. So why do you seem upset?
Because I had been walking along the gate and feeling good about myself, and then Mordecai had shown me no respect and no fear.
I have an idea. Have a stake put up 50 cubits high, and in the morning tell the king that Mordecai should be hanged on it. Then go with the king to enjoy yourself at the banquet.
I will have it up by tomorrow.
In the middle of the night, Ahasuerus couldn't sleep, so he asked that the book of the historical records of the time be read to him. The account of how Mordecai saved the king's life was read. When the king discovered that no honor or recognition was given to Mordecai, he decided to make things right. The next morning, he asked to see Haman. Haman was hoping to speak to the king about hanging Mordecai.
Haman, what should be done for the man whom the king wishes to honor?
You can't honor anyone greater than I. Let's do this for the man. Let's put him in the finest clothing we have. Let him ride in the vehicle of the king. Let him be put in the town square and have one's honor and praise him and bow down to this man. Let's do this for the man that you honor so much.
Quick, take the attire and the car, and do what you just said for Mordecai the Jew, who is sitting in the king's gate. Do not leave anything out that you have said. I want you to be the one who calls out in front of him.
Oh, what's the matter now, Haman?
You won't believe what happened. The king, under his request, I had to bow down and show respect to Mordecai. This is not good. I can't.
I am afraid that since Mordecai is of Jewish descent, you will not prevail against him. You will surely fall before him.
Haman, come quickly. It's time for you to run the queen's banquet.
What is your request, Queen Esther? It will be granted to you. Up to half of my kingdom it will be given to you.
I have found favor with you, O king, and if it pleases the king, please spare my life and the life of my people, for we have been sold. I and my people to be annihilated, killed, destroyed. If we had simply been sold as male and female servants, then I would have kept silent. But this distress is not proper, for it will be damaging to the king.
Who is this, and where is this? And where is the man who has dared to do such a thing?
The adversary and enemy is this evil Haman.
Please, Queen, spare my life. Please, spare my life. I will do anything you ask. Just spare my life.
Is he going to attack the queen in my own house? Guards! Guards! Come quick!
Haman put up a stake for Mordecai. Reports he saved the king. It is 50 cubits high and is near Haman's house.
Hang Haman on it!
Now the queen and Mordecai were safe, but the Jews throughout the realm were still in great danger. Esther tells Ahasuerus that Mordecai is her cousin. The king makes Mordecai the prime minister, giving him the same signet ring he gave to Haman. Esther begs the king to help save the Jews in the king's realm. The king gives Esther and Mordecai permission to write a new law that allows the Jews to defend themselves against any attackers. The city of Shushan shouted for joy. The Jews were victorious, and the 10 sons of Haman were hanged on stakes. On the 15th day of Adar, When all the fighting had ended, the Jews rested and made it a day of feasting and rejoicing. Queen Esther and Mordecai sent out this proclamation to the Jews of the Persian Empire, that on the 14th and 15th day of Adar, each year the Jews are to commemorate this victory. It is to be called the Festival of Purim.
Rolling, rolling. Scene intro.
Day of Adar, and to take their possession. That was so fun.
Sound like a cat.
Are you comfortable?
I had to hold this very heavy
What is it, Mordecai? Why am I here but wrong?
You must tell, beat them.
Here.
You must tell the king that Bigthan and T-Rush are planning a plot to kill him.
Scene 24, take 1.
What's the matter now, Haman?
You won't believe what happened. Sorry.
Is it not against just you that she has rebelled, but against all the princes and all the people of the land?
I don't know.
Marker?
Scene 5, take 1.
Do not be afraid.
I messed up.
As soon as her 12-month treatment has ended, she will have to turn to go to
people was condemned by Jehovah. Stay in your lane. You need to back up.
There is a certain people in your realm, a people different than all the others. They don't listen to your law. You shouldn't tolerate this. I don't. I think if it is pleasing to you that there be a decree made to bring these ones to an annihilation.
My queen. Please.